how Mark Zuckerberg spends his billions. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to our channel, Mr. Deep Pocket, and join us today as we will be shining a light on how exactly Mark Zuckerberg spends his billions and billions. Before beginning with this video, smash that subscribe button to subscribe to our channel, Mr. Deep Pocket, and press the bell icon to get notified regularly. $1 measly is Mark Zuckerberg's yearly pay, yet he can even now live like a lord since he's simply so darn smelling of rich as of now. In 2018 alone, the Facebook CEO generally earned $1.7 million every hour. At the point when you've obscured the tycoon region, how you think, travel, and above all, spend, that changes significantly. Zuckerberg is completely abounding in the money to the degree that he can display his cash everywhere. He was purchasing monster domains, 150,000 super yachts, whole organizations, and $1 million supercars without making a scratch in his financial balance. How affluent would he say he is actually? How absurdly does he spend too much? Let's discover. One element each wealthy individual stocks for all goals and purposes are vital to the land portfolio. Simultaneously, different wells of enterprise visionaries, cash supervisors, and famous stars are recognized to fork out $3 million or more on one huge house. Engraving Zuckerberg, besides, makes it one large stride. The tech tycoon spent more than 59 million greenbacks on adjoining Lake Tahoe residences in early 2019. The pair of homes generally round out to 10 acres each, game 15 bedrooms, and provide numerous docks and piers to deal with more than one boat. That consists of his 150 million greenback super yacht. The Lake Tahoe compound sits at the western shore, best out of the doors of Tahoe City, and dishes up the absolute most peaceful perspectives possible. The latter of the two chateaus, known as the merry-go-round domain, goes back to 1930, while the larger of the two, the Brushwood domain, was underlying the 60s and has two bordering visitor houses wherein guests can chill and appreciate the calm environmental factors. Get this, but the Lake Tahoe compound makes up merely a minuscule fragment of his land assortment. Zuckerberg and his significant other, Priscilla Chan, have bought clutch your caps individuals in astounding 10 properties. He forked out a cool $7 million for these 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms home in Palo Alto, aka Silicon Valley. He then spent an eye-popping $43 million to purchase 4 surrounding dwellings. There is no way his neighbors can peer in if he has no neighbors. In 2014, Zuckerberg's real estate portfolio expanded to the beautiful sunny Kauai Island on Hawaii. $100 million was handed over for 2 properties. He was spanning 750 acres across a stunning isolated stretch of a Hawaiian beach. After 3 years, the couple went overboard an extra $45 million to slap another 89 sections of land to the land plot. Zuckerberg likewise allegedly took care of $66 million for the Kahuna Manor, which is found right close to the postcard commendable Pila Shore. Dazzling, right? While specialists have endorsed the estate to house 80 homes, being a security searcher, Zuckerberg plans to construct simply the one. As we return to the territory, cast your eye toward this notable $10 million, 5,500 square foot condo in San Francisco, worked in 1928. It unquestionably required a couple of remodels, $1.6 million worth of redesigns to be exact, which has brought about another kitchen, a costly wine room, a nursery, and media room that 10 houses a whole ranch. How on earth can one individual plant enough cash trees to manage the cost of this sort of lavishness? One single word: Facebook. We should rewind for a second, because before he was Mr. Facebook, he was only a school kid studying brain science, composing code, brewing, on the other hand, battling with a sleeping disorder and organizing low-level PC hacks. While at Harvard, he wrote a program called Course Coordinate, which helped understudies pick their subjects depending on what courses their companions or crushes were selecting, while a minor achievement would be his next bit of programming that would increase genuine foothold in Harvard people group. It was called Face Coordinate. It was advanced Who's the Most Significant stage. From that point, Zuckerberg met with the diva and the Winklevoss twins, who tried out for him the possibility of Harvard Association. Harvard just interpersonal interaction idea, Zuckerberg spun that thought and made it his own on February 4th, 2004. He registered the domain name The Facebook, later shortening it to only Facebook, and was far up into the clouds right away from that point. Facebook extended to Stanford, Columbia, and Yale, and well, wherever else on the planet. After his sophomore year, he dumped Harvard to focus on the site, which ended up being a masterstroke of genius. Companions who met, all things considered, could now speak with one another on the web. It was something new, something progressive. The clients developed and developed, thus making money. Since Facebook opened up to the world in 2012, Zuckerberg has included a normal of $9 billion to his total assets. $9 billion every crazy year. On a $50,000 compensation package, it would also take the average laborer a bewildering 34 years to make what Mark Zuckerberg makes in only an hour. Your whole profession's pay is identical to what Zuckerberg makes. As it stands, the pivotal business person has now ticked over the elite 100 billion total assets, more than Warren Buffett and Elon Musk, multiple times more than Leonardo DiCaprio, and more noteworthy, more than the whole GDP of Jordan, Nicaragua, and Jamaica consolidated. In contrast, Zuckerberg has forked out several million on houses, planes, yachts, and vehicles. Most of his cash over the previous decade and a half has gone straight once again into his unrivaled delight, Facebook. One of the best tech personalities within recent memory isn't sufficiently innocent to feel that Facebook is powerful, contenders pop. In 2012, he bought Instagram for $1 billion. 2 years after the reality, he acquired WhatsApp for a lovely $19 billion, and then Oculus VR for about $2.3 billion. In 2014, the climb fee him $20 million. Companion channel became sold in 2008 for $47.5 million. Most useful, as of overdue in June of 2020, Facebook bought Maxillary, a street degree symbolism startup of Google Courses and Apple Outlines, but he is now no longer frequently shopping for organizations. At times, out of the best of his coronary heart, he is giving free cash packages to which means non-earnings and charities. In 2015, Zuckerberg gave $100 million to enhance the general public faculty gadget in Newark, New Jersey. His choice of useful resource, the training gadget, does not forestall there. He's additionally kindly supplied $5 million in downcharge to help so that instructors can emerge as house owners inside the incoherently figured Silicon Valley area. These are incredibly selfless contributions, but Zuckerberg may want to supply each unmarried residing individual inside the United States $100 and now have greater than half of his astronomical internet well worth left over. That's why he signed what is called the Giving Pledge, which guarantees to donate 50 of his internet well worth to charitable causes. His spouse has released the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, which offers investment for studies improvements and engineering initiatives and hopes to eliminate ailments and aid justice. We certainly applaud him for these ventures. He owns a $150 million greenback yacht at 350 feet in length. Ulysses is something different. It flaunts a vast pool, a jacuzzi sauna, needs room, formal feasting room, formal eating room, a good-sized wine basement, and a grasp suite. He additionally has his helicopter, a separate 78-foot boat, a 4x4 vehicle, and a bicycle. The expected month-to-month protection value of the yacht on his own is $1 million. If he is now no longer cruising the 7 seas, Mark is streaming across the nation on a sanctioned, personal luxury plane. Facebook says that the personal aircraft provider is essential for Zuckerberg because of the particular dangers to his safety. In 2016, by himself, the Constitution flights value $871,000. Increase that over a decade and the wide variety soars into the tens of millions. While he is going with inside the personal planes for any work-associated trips, be it home or international. Mark is also based at the provider for a tour consisting of probably the most lavish, luxury-centric vacations. So where does a person who can find the money to move everywhere in the whole planet select to spend his only few days off? Over the years, the notorious CEO has been noticed every so often together along with his higher half every so often without in Japan, France, and Vietnam. In 2017, he and Chan marked their 5th wedding anniversary with a romantic trip. Zuckerberg is understood for riding incredibly cheaper vehicles, even though he can come up with the money for now no longer one now. However, a $139,000 Lamborghini Aventador. He's been visible cruising around in a $30,000 Acura TSX, a $30,000 Volkswagen Gol, and a $16,000 Honda Fit. However, he does maintain the keys to this beautiful piece of Italian car artwork as the Pagani Huayra, which sells for approximately $1.3 million. It's humorous to imagine this geeky software program developer thundering the Pagani's motor, or even funnier when you consider he's having his Hungarian sheepdog beast sitting within inside the passenger seat. If you were in charge of Facebook, what's the first change you'd make? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, Mr. Deep Pocket, and have a great day.